is like still unconscious as of right now.
All right. So I should point out that the thing they threw at you was like the size of like an oil drum.
Oh, okay.
I
I
probably should
I
have made that clear.
I still had it in my head that it was like an old
Like a grenade.
black bomb.
No, it's more of a like they're not fucking around with the big breaching charges. But you did waste one of them
Ooh, I think.
because they have a very limited number.
I think they threw two of them and only one hit.
Oh, if they threw two, then you wasted two of them, and that's even less that they can use now. Um, are we up and going? Theta, you there?
Yeah, you're live.
Roger that. Welcome back, everybody, to Ironfang Invasion. Um, excuse me. It is super terrible hot out right now. And I'm just like getting like a heat cold or something because I have like this dry cough that keeps lingering. So apologies for that. But we
Bad summer.
what's that?
It's been a bad summer.
Yeah, it's been rough. So you guys are back at Long Shadow at this point?
Oh yeah, we probably would have made it back by now.
Okay.
Like, I think the last thing that we did was we escaped the camp, but we knew we were headed right back to Long Shadow because there was no way we were going to the beast camp or anything like that. Not in the state that we were in.
Okay. So you got like supposedly you have like about a day before the siege takes place. What are you actually going to do with that day you have left?
Well, we don't know anything about their beast numbers, but we do at least know about the breaching charges, so I don't know if all we have is a day, then it's not like we can dig any kind of defensive pits or anything. I don't know what would Long Shadow have been doing while we were gone? What kind of fortifications would they have put in place?
Well, you see a lot of people reinforce. A lot of them are attempting to reinforce the walls, adding more cut stone on the tops, putting like extra ramparts, arrow slits, that type of thing, so they can shoot between. You have calls for more bodies to fight. You have at least one fella, that one blacksmith who's actually trying to build up the digging machine and get that back to working. And that's about it, really. Like, there's not much else they can do. You have a couple people that are like pooling all the weapons and all the weapons and armor and magic items they can find at this point, so that everybody has like a not a pile, but like an area where they can like get them quickly if need be to fight. They're also trying to set up choke points within the city just in case.
I will definitely go and start passing along the word about these breaching charges. Let them know what they look like. Let them know to keep an eye out for anybody hauling one of those barrels and not to let them get anywhere near the walls. But other than that, I don't know what other defenses we can put in place at this point.
Anybody else have an idea? Oh, well, Arkloyd, your character is one of the people that's being currently training, because you've done some fighting in your day in the middle of town.
Right.
And you actually see a very odd sight of this woman with a scorpion on her shoulder and a gnome walking back into the town. They look like they're both incredibly bloodied. Looks like they've seen some shit.
I'm fine.
Didn't you like go down to half health or something at one point?
You didn't even get through to me, remember?
Oh yeah.
I didn't run because I was hurt. I ran to save Gary's character.
Fair enough. All right, you see a female who looks like she's seen some stuff. She's very weakened. You're still recovering a little bit, Gary. For the sake of the story.
Right. Trying to process what a stranger might do with this information that could still get me into the game.
I mean, I leave that up to you. What do you want to approach them, help them? Do you ignore them and keep going to your drills?
You know what? They look like they need help. Yeah, you're right. So, we'll come over and ask, do you need escort to the healers?
Yes, I could definitely use all the help I could get right now.
I mean, you take them right to the clerics of Abadar, who are one of the main cleric temples in the town, and yeah, they do a heal on you, so you'll cure moderate wounds.
Just so you guys know what you're looking at when you see Andre, he's a very large man. I don't have his weight down, but I put him down at 6'10", because he's starting at 18 strength, so he's buff. 18 con, so he's thick. And he's wearing high polished mithril plate mail, similar shield, and he's bearing a bastard sword in a side scabbard. Oh, and a longbow. Might as well not forget that.
That's a lot of stuff.
But you gotta be prepared, right? These
That's
hobgoblins are wily beasts.
That is true.
Alright, do a quick cure mod on myself as well. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, Metriel should be pretty good for the upcoming battle. Anyway, Metriel will say thank you for your aid. Have you been around? I don't know. We've been to the city only a few times. I don't know if we've met.
I've only recently arrived. It was a difficult journey, but I made it.
Well, you arrived at a very bad time.
Yes, I was hoping to do some good.
We'll certainly need all the help we can get if you're willing to stay.
He'll offer his hand. My name is Andre.
So you know, Andre, you are aware of the situation. You've been clued in, and I'm assuming you did offer your services already.
Yeah. I figured he at least knew the fact that, that there are hobgoblins attacking various cities around here. At the very least, I figured what he knew.
All right. Well, if all the preparations have been made, I guess we're in for a long day. I said I can't remember. Did the plans that we got, did it say when they were going to attack? They were going to attack at like sundown or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got like a day to prep. Anything else? Is there legitimately anything else you want to do, or are we just going to jump in?
I can't think of anything that I really could do. Um, nothing that I could. Nothing that I could really contribute to bolstering the defenses. I mean, I don't have anything that. Do I have? Nothing that would last. I don't have any spells that I could put anywhere that would actually just last through the next day. I'd have to, it's all going to be stuff that I have to do once it starts.
Andre, anything you want to do?
Well, I think it might be like out of character. I forgot to buy like potions with my starting gold, so I might as well just make that part of a shopping trip.
Yeah, there are potions you can purchase. So how many are you trying to get?
Um, what kind are available? Because if I could spend more to get better potions, I would.
You got cure moderates at the highest max.
How much are they?
Give me a second. 300 gold normally.
All right, I'll buy 4.
Okay.
And what do they do? Like, how much do they cure?
It should be 2d8. Yeah, it's 2d8.
And let me just figure out how much gold I have left after that.
2d8 plus something. Hold on. Why doesn't it say there? It only says it on the actual spell list, apparently. It's 2d8 plus 1, basically.
And I'm also going to buy 4 cure light.
Alright, those are just 1d8 plus 1.
You get 1d8 plus 1.
Yes, sir.
Now he's ready to do what needs to be done, whatever that might be.
Before anything begins, as the sun is starting to slowly set for the day, the mayor actually calls everyone over. He calls you all and asks you if you're okay and if you're ready to fight. He gets he basically tries to do like that moment for the rousing speech for everybody in town. And I apologize for the map because it's obviously a little off because I couldn't find like a good matching terrain for the top half. Just pretend that those like trees are not there, okay?
Okay.
But Unless somebody has like a plain field or something I can just slap on there.
This'll work. Just ignore the trees.
So this is like one of the main gates of Long Shadow. We'll just say that's it. The mayor gives the rousing speech. There's about like 300, 400 or so people willing to fight, which is a decent chunk of the city. Wait, did I say 400 or so? I'm sorry, that's actually wrong. About 1,000. Excuse me. They actually did some good recruiting. And you also have, as the sun is about to set, somebody shouts, "Somebody's coming." And they say, "No, they're friendly." They open the gates, and you see several moon giants come in.
Nice.
With Zadtharion leading them. He says he is here to help in any way possible. Ellis,
Thank you for it.
yes, you were able to do that part there. Ellis is actually more or less has the that machine is at like half of its power, but at least can run, so they can use it if need be. And basically, that's all you really got. The people are ready. They have the ramparts as built up as much as possible. And we're going to see how it goes. So, are you ready?
Let's do it. Let's see, I think.
So, this is not a surprise attack. You know that they're coming. And after the recent attack on you, on them, I should say, from you guys at their munitions camp, as well as the previous attacks from some of the smaller camps, you basically see what looks like a large contingent of troops marching closer and closer as the evening slowly comes down. You know, dusk is approaching at this point. And you notice a human that's swathed in rags and iron shackles. They look to be just completely bound. Whatever they were wearing has been completely tattered. And they arrive at Long Shadow's north gate, waving a white flag and bearing a scroll. The human, who is like a relatively young-looking man, you notice that, or like really more of a young middle-aged kind of guy, brownish hair. You notice like what looks like his robes are actually the colors of Molthune, which is interesting. And I guess I could put him on the map. That'll represent him. And he kind of says in a sort of wavering voice, the people of Long Shadow, you face the host of Kaseric, Lord of the War Maze, emissary of the Ironfang Legion, she whose horn shall pierce your walls and mercifully redden the river with your blood. You infest this place which my mistress desires. In her mercy, she offers you this one chance. Throw open your gates, cast down your arms. You will serve her. You will serve the Legion in this place you call home, and in these forges you so lovingly built. And your children will live to one day know freedom. Resist and you will die. Do not think your deaths will be honorable. My mistress will crush you beneath her hooves, grind your bones into the earth, and what remains will rot. There is nothing you false heroes can do to stop this. Please be wise. Are your lives, families, friends truly worth this spit of land and the false hope you cling to? Kaserak is a generous mistress, but her displeasure shakes the hills and brings tears even unto the gods. You notice right behind this shackled man, looks like a hobgoblin clad in like very heavy armor, holding what looks like a black spike of some kind. It's like the size. I want to say like the size of a spear, but it looks like almost like like an icicle or like like a stalactite or something like that. And then he just
Iron.
yeah, you can't really tell from here. But when he takes this spike, he just pierces it right into the ground. The soldiers behind the spike fall silent. After a few seconds, the ground begins to rumble, and you just hear like a thunderous crack. Some of the guards shout, "What is that? Look, it's an earthquake!" And then you just see like the outside of the battlefield, the stones and the ground part, and a giant shaft of obsidian reaches into the sky, sort of just growing and growing, and twisting into a big black tower.
That's all it takes to get one of those?
After that, you hear what sounds like just an echo of boots marching. And from the entrance of this black tower emerges a large minotaur. She looks like a woman of impossible stature. She's wearing like bronze. It's like gleaming in like what's left of the sunlight here. And she immediately stands behind where everybody else is, as you see more and more hobgoblins and troops just emerge from this like black onyx tower.
Um,
Are you intimidated yet?
I'm sure we'll get there, but I guess in answer to the Herald's decree, Metriel is just going to pull out her longbow and take a shot at the Minotaur,
Oh shit! Really?
just to get us started. Like we're not surrendering. We're not.
I mean,
We're not
she's
gonna.
like. I'm just gonna point out she is like a ways away, but you can do that.
How far? Got
Like
about 100 feet on this thing.
it's more than 100 feet. We're looking at like
Never
200
mind then.
plus. I mean, you want to shoot her? Go ahead. I don't care.
We'll see what happens. Either way, a message will be sent.
That is one way of putting it.
Just take that first. This mouse is double clicking on me a lot for some reason, so I guess just take that first one. I don't know what's going on with that.
What was? Hold on a second.
It's 1 piercing damage.
That misses. It looks like you actually hit her, but it looks like it doesn't like go into like
kind of
the armor or anything
bounces
like that.
off, blinks.
Yeah.
Well, they know where we stand now.
Well, as the sun sets, like almost like an hour or two passes, the sun is finally gone, and you see the woman with the Minotaur shout. The army still pouring from the opening in the tower behind her. Long Shadow! Her voice almost carries like it's thunder rolling across the hills. It's very loud, very booming. The sun has set upon your faces because it is my will to gift you this one last moment of beauty. But now the sun is gone, and the night is the domain of monsters. And with that, you hear a horn blow. And let the battle begin.
Okay.
So, the way this is going to work is that there's going to be 15 large rounds, essentially. Each of the, a standard round of combat is going to be like an hour or so of fighting. Does that make sense?
Okay.
And the Legion is going to be doing different things for each of these rounds, and they're going to be attacking the walls, try to breach the walls, fight defenders, press through openings, all that kind of shit. And let's see. So the first round, you notice one of the things that actually starts coming up is mechanical constructs. Whatever toys the Legion has brought with them. And there's 2 of them. Both emerging from the big black hole. They're almost acting like catapults. Because you notice like those like excavators, but they seem to have been modified. Their arms now are holding what look like massive boulders, and they immediately just start throwing them at every gate that Long Shadow has. Are all 3 of you located in the same location?
I put myself up on top of the wall, but I can go ahead and go. Say before all this, I'll go back down ground level so I can cast any kind of spells or buffs on anybody that I can.
The excavators, they are flanked by troops and soldiers, specifically engineers. And this is just part. Phaedar, are you tall?
Yeah, I'm in big form.
All right, just wanted to make sure. So the siege weapons are the first line. They're shooting what look like melon-sized stones to cut down as many defenders as possible. The catapults are flanking the line. Some 500 to 1,000 feet beyond the town walls, and the goal is to try and hit an opening volley. You recognize some of these catapults. They look like the catapults that were from the munitions camp. Those excavators that were either missing or parked there. Is there anything you're going to try and do to take care of them? Because they are like far away from where the town is, but there are other ways to try and deal with them. If you want to try and delay the firing, get rid of the crew members or anything like that.
Is the range in a composite longbow?
A composite, I think, is like 150.
And I assume they're further than that.
110 feet, actually. Excuse me, and they are farther than that, so you will take a penalty to attack. You notice there are a couple of crew members working it. They have like piles of stones.
And composite longbows, you get your full attacks if you use a full attack action.
Yes.
Okay.
And since it is a strength requirement to modify it and all that, you also get that too attached to it. There's no initiative, by the way, right now, because everything's kind of in flux. We're just doing the battle in waves at the moment. I'll let you know when initiative comes in. That's against... oh, wow. That's actually a crit, so that one actually has to hit. The... Are you trying to hit the machine, or are you trying to hit the crew members?
Crew. Machine's probably better protected.
Let me see. You are able... You actually... With the range penalty, the first one misses with the range penalty. The crit actually gets through, though, so you are able to, like, slow down one of the catapults. You knock out a crew member. The people of Long Shadow are also going to take a shot in a minute. This roll represents the people of Long Shadow, all the guards on the walls. And they suck. So they're shooting at anything that moves out there. Catapults, soldiers that are starting to move in, that kind of stuff.
Leaves.
Does Metriel or does Weasel have any long range they can do? Or any spells they can use? Or anything like that?
Me, no.
Yeah, slumber has to be within 30 feet. No, but I think what I'll do is I have a scroll of heroism on me that I'm going to go ahead and use on Andre. And that'll give him, let me look it back up. I'm pretty sure it's a morale bonus on +2 to attacks and checks. Let me look. Yeah, +2 morale bonus on attack roll saves and skill checks. 10 minutes per level, so that'll be 80 minutes.
Okay.
So at least for this round of combat.
I'll do my best to remember that.
We'll get to that thing in a minute.
Damn it.
I keep looking at like the numbers I came up with at the end of character creation, and like my attack for my +1 sword is 20 plus 15. And I do the math and I look at it and it seems to be all right. But it's so high. I've never made a Pathfinder character so good before.
Whoa. This is a good time to use it, that's for sure. The catapults, they take their shots. And again, this is like representing like an hour or so. So you delayed one of the catapults from shooting for a little bit, but they both take a shot. So that's they just start doing damage to the walls, and that should be a D4. Sorry. So we'll do that for the D4. On the side, so you know, I kind of have a threshold for you until the walls are breached. That's being counted down. Okay?
Right. The walls have hit points.
Of course. Well, there's a threshold more than anything else. They technically have hit points, but I'm abstracting it to make it fucking easy for me. But you notice that as the catapults keep firing and as troops start moving up slowly but surely, every gate seems to be just assaulted by this massive creature. You see like this hulking brute of a humanoid that's like part monster, has like body parts growing out of it. I don't know if it's a very giant-like, and it comes charging towards the gate. What do you do to it?
I say, your mama was so ugly, but you're so ugly when you were born. The doctor slapped your mother. That would have been more funny had I done that properly. I'm gonna shoot at him.
I was wondering what the hell you were going for there.
I think Metriel's going to move up and go for a Slumber Hex.
Neither of those hit, by the way.
All right.
Slumber Hex? Okay.
Yeah. God damn it. This is annoying shit. This mouse keeps double clicking on me, so whenever I try to switch back over to the chat, it pulls it out into a separate window. So then when I click on anything, I lose the chat because it goes behind. It's just a pain in the ass. I got to figure out what's going on with this mouse. Anyway, Slumber Hex. Save to resist is 10 plus half the level plus the intelligence mod, which that's 10 plus 4 plus 18.
Will, right?
Yeah, DC 18 will save.
He fails.
Nice. He goes to sleep.
As he's running up, you just see him like skitter and collapse and just like crash into the wall. Might as well do some damage for that. Ooh. And he's asleep. How long is he asleep?
He's just asleep until someone wakes him up. It doesn't actually. It's as per the rules of sleep. Actually, let me look at what time limit for sleep is, but it's probably going to be a decent amount of time at my level. And someone. Oh wow, 1 minute per level, so 8 minutes. Someone has to actually take a full round action to shake him awake.
One of the catapults does get a shot off. The other one is still delayed because you killed a few crew members, so they're getting that replaced. All around you, you just hear more shouting and shots firing. You hear the roar of what sounds like giants throwing boulders. You just hear it's like chaotic all over the place. Assume there's like multiple guards and soldiers here with you at the moment. The mayor is heading up a different part of the town at the moment, and the giants and everybody else are at a different area. If you want to go to those areas, let me know. I can switch you to that map. What about you, Theta? What are you doing?
I'm doing nothing until they reach until they breach the gates.
Okay. So you put it to sleep. But now well,
go ahead.
Well, the good news for you is you can attack again the catapults if you want. They're going to keep shooting. The troop you you're going to see troops coming up on the horizon now. And I mean that literally. And you guys can attack the catapults again if you want, or the attach that is asleep right near the gate.
He will wake up if he takes any damage, so...
And this time I'm not playing with these. Rogue, as it were.
Yep.
So let's shoot some more crewmen.
Each of the catapults has like 4 crew members and 1 engineer apiece.
Which crew member is down currently?
The one on the left had like a down crew member, but they replaced it already. It takes a turn to replace it.
Okay.
So this is...
the engineer.
What's that?
Let's shoot the engineer.
Ooh, okay.
Miss.
Both of those miss.
I am going to...
Even with the +2? Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah, even with the +2, they are still far away.
I'll try a longbow shot as well, just to see if I can make anything happen.
Oh, shit. I think that might actually get through with the range. -5. That might just hit. Hold on. That's against the engineer?
Yes. We'll say one of the engineers on the left.
Yeah, that's just enough. You barely got through. You were able to strike him. And you take him out. The minute you fell one of the engineers, you notice that it actually puts the crew into a small panic. The surviving ones are trying to calm them down, so you delay one of the catapults again for a turn.
Nice.
So, ooh, that's a nasty shot. There we go. Okay. So that was this is like 3 hours passing. The troops are slowly moving up. A group of them are now close to the attach, and they are basically going to nudge it to wake it up. If there's anything you want to do, let me know on that one. But you guys can go.
Since I am right here, where I probably should not be. Actually, you know what? I had something, but I think instead I'm going to activate my fly hex, and I am going to hover up into the air. I'm going to move back a little bit and hover up into the air so I can get ready to be out of reach whenever they get inside.
All right. You just hear like what sounds like sounds of battle and chaos from behind you. Or you're on the lines here. So you're hovering. Andre.
I guess we can get the sword ready and move up to the walls here.
Okay. Theta.
Yeah, still nothing.
Okay. Well, the attach is up again. He's going to literally battering ram himself into the gate. Ooh, that's not good. You see the gate like slowly coming apart. It's still standing. But yeah, you see like a lot of the guards near the gate, they're starting to waver. They're worried that this guy is going to destroy the fucking gate and let all the hobgoblins in. Meanwhile, one of the catapults is still like out of commission because they were able to kill an engineer. The other one will take its shot. Terrible shot. Okay, not too bad. The catapult keeps hitting holes, knocks down a couple of defenders. So you see like a couple of people decapitated by giant boulders, crushed to death, and things like that. The attack here is starting to rip through the gate, though. And it's now turn 5, right?
Sounds right.
Yeah, you hear shouting from behind you. And when you turn around, you see some of the guards are now engaged in hobgoblins that have already infiltrated the city. So let's put them on the map now for you. So you see like a bunch of them now like in the city here.
Oh boy.
And they're fighting other soldiers and just trying to like kill as many people as possible, it looks like. What do you do?
I think Metriel is going to fly straight up to the top of this wall and go to the edge, and looking down on this gross monstrosity and the wave of hobgoblins behind him, go for a burning hands just straight down the line.
There you go. I like it.
So that's going to be 5d4. I think it's 5d4. Yeah, 5d4 fire damage.
Reflex?
Does burning hands get a save? I think it does.
Oh, the attack has failed.
Reflex half.
The phalanx. I think they passed. Not that it matters, though. You see them on fire. Good job.
But whenever little bit I can. I'm not really an offensive caster.
I know, you guys need some firepower. Well, you're going to get some relief. In this section, out of nowhere, to help you with... well, actually, before we do that, Theta, what are you going to do?
Can you make me appropriate size, by the way?
Sorry.
Well, I guess I'll run him over.
Go to town, man. I mean, they're gonna try to dodge out of the way. They're gonna do a terrible time. Reflex save, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think the 23 might get through.
Hold on. What does the text say?
It only gets through mostly because it's a crit. Not that it matters.
DC is 10 plus my hit dice plus my strength modifier. So 10 plus 8 plus... Hold on. 10. So, yeah, no, you failed.
Even with the 20?
I have a 20. Yeah, your DC was 28.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, they've been trampled. They're still barely alive, but they are definitely distracted now.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't good damage either way.
The where is she? I can't find the token for her. Remember the wizard? Oh, there she is. She's come in and she's brought a friend with her. He charges into the nearest hobgoblin while she gets ready to cast a spell.
One of her pet owl bears that she has. Like two-headed monstrosity.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, I'm glad we at least went to go meet her.
Could have been a better magic missile, but every little bit counts. Meanwhile, good old Hilmer. Hilmer just eviscerates this guy. Really nothing left of the hobgoblin here. She's bolstering your lines here. Andre, what are you doing?
Are there holes in the door?
You're still holding on to the door?
Are there holes in the door?
Yes.
Stab through 'em.
Go ahead. You're stabbing the attack?
Yes.
The 31 gets through. Slashing and fire. I love it. You actually burn like a lovely chunk of one of the attack's fingers off. You actually slice it pretty good.
If this was Skyrim, I would eat it.
It's its turn, by the way. He's going to attack the door. Will it go down? Oh, yeah. That door doesn't exist anymore. And a lot of the troops around you look like they're losing morale. Like they're like ready. They're starting to waver and they're starting to move back. The other catapult is still out of commission, but the other one's going to continue its firing.
You bet I don't have knowledge patent, or I could rally the troops.
Well, it could be just a diplomacy check to get them to rally.
+0.
And that does. Uh-oh. There's lots of like destroyed parts of the front area here, the wall. You see a giant stone like shoot pretty close to like this area where a lot of the troops are. It almost hits many of them in one shot. And you know now you have like this giant ATAC just staring in front of you, roaring in your face. That was round sign. The people of Long Shadow are starting to panic. A lot of the ranks are slowly breaking, and you hear shouts all over the city saying this. Not even just the area you're in, but Nava mentions that the southern gate is also starting to waver. We need help badly over there. You don't know where the mayor is. You know that a lot of the giants are still fighting, like on the east gate at the moment, and are hopefully doing well. Is there anything you can? So it's up to you. What are you going to do?
Andre will have to stay here and deal with this ATAX. attacks. That's how you say it, okay.
Attach. I don't know how to say it correctly, but
Dash.
Iftriel is going to cast one of her higher level spells, Crushing Despair. It's a
ooh,
15-foot cone, just like the Burning Hand, so it'll get the attack and the unit behind him. It is a DC 18 will save to negate.
ooh, fuck. That
We'll see
is
what
disgusting.
happens.
DC 18.
DC 18 will.
All right, the
Yeah,
Phalanx troop negates.
Does the fire damage crit too?
Yes. The
And they
attack
both say,
negates. Yeah, they both. Sorry.
I might try it again. In that case, I'm going to fly back in this direction to get away from the gate and wait for anybody that comes in.